Bienvenue dans Running Man.
I had read the book before I saw that. So it's probably the first time that I was really aware that like a novel and a film could be so radically different, because the 1987 film has a lot of changes to the book, and it's very entertaining in its own right, but it's a different thing from the book, right down to who Ben Richards is, why he goes on the game, and what the game is itself. The game takes place on a sort of national, even global level. You could kind of go anywhere. So it was much more like a road movie. He gave us a press quote for Shaun of the Dead. So I didn't have any direct contact with him. I think the distributors had screened it for him and he really liked it and gave us an amazing review. It was mind-blowing to me, like as somebody who'd grown up with his books, that like there's a pull quote on our poster from Stephen King. It was incredible. We've been emailing over the years, I think maybe since Baby Driver. He was very kind about my films, and we'd been in email contact for a number of years before I was working on this. And then when I was working on it, I didn't want to talk to him about it until I knew it was definitely happening, because it would be too heartbreaking for me to start discussing it with him and then it not happen. So I kind of emailed him about it directly when it felt like it was gonna happen. And for him to kind of like read the adaptation that myself and Michael Bacall had worked on and him like it was amazing. But it kind of creates a new pressure, because now you're not just trying to live up to the movie that's in your head, you're trying to live up to the movie that's in his head as well. Well, we used a photo of him in the movie and we had to get his approval. So he knew we were making it, and Glenn had worked with him before. So we both sort of had the same idea at the same time, as like, we should talk to him. Just a classy thing to do. So we reached out, and through his son, Patrick Schwarzenegger, we spoke to him, and he was incredibly generous. I think he was actually really flattered that we bothered to get in touch, and wished us good luck, and it was great. It was sort of like a sort of a really nice closing of the circle. I think what's really good about him in the movie is that he's very relatable. He doesn't start the movie as an action hero. He's a guy off the street. He's an out-of-work dad. You know, he's tough because he's got a thick hide from working dangerous jobs, but he's not like a trained killer or a super spy. He's like an everyman, and I think that's a really important key to the movie.